Hey, happy days. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. I know Pajama Grandma, weird, right? But it suits me. And it's really interesting that that suits me because if you'd known me 20 years ago or 30 years ago, or Jesus, almost 40 years ago, you would be like, oh my God, Pajama Grandma, that so doesn't fit with her or her personality. And I'm wondering if it still does, but for the present time, for right now, it works for me. It's me being comfortable, and it's me accepting who I am and where I am right now. And that's not always easy for us to accept who we are and what we're doing right now, and being honest with ourselves. But I'm kind of doing a lot of that today. But what do I want to talk about today? Today I really want to talk about what I'm working on. I am starting on Wednesday, May 1st, with my very fun friend, the sexy boss, Heather Ann Havenwood, a 90-day live video challenge. And we're doing it for a couple of reasons. And we're very upfront about it. I'm doing it for the selfish reason of I want to figure out and get awesome at YouTube and become a YouTube, maybe not a YouTube influencer, but an influencer because of live video. So I'm doing YouTube. Heather's doing LinkedIn Live. And we've both done Facebook Lives. I've done Facebook Lives for, well over 500 days in a row now. I've also do Instagram, and then I post my videos on 25 different places. So I 25x everything that I'm doing. So I make one video like this in the morning, and I share it in at least 25 different platforms and places and formats so that I get this omnipresence exposure. I've gotten really good at that. But what I want to do is I want to really focus in on and start honing in on my personal brand and my voice. And I want to do that on YouTube because YouTube is something like 10 years old and is the platform to actually launch and it's got a search engine, so it makes it a really powerful place to be. It's kind of like being on Google and ranking in Google. If people type your name in to the computer, what comes up first? Well, for me, I haven't done it for a while, but it's usually social media of some way, shape, or form. So Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, those social media platforms, because they have such a high ranking, tend to show up first in Google. Well, YouTube itself is a search engine. You can search out videos of different topics and types and be found there. So I want to figure out how to make that work for me. I've actually only got like 47 or 48, I think 48 now, subscribers on YouTube because I've never done anything on the platform. I've got a couple thousand videos on YouTube, but I've never used it as anything more than like a Google Drive or a cloud storage spot. And I was talking to Heather one day and she's like, oh my God, YouTube is just, and she's talking all about YouTube and about LinkedIn and about how powerful they are if you use them right. So from my perspective, I'm like, when she said, well, let's do something together. And I'm big into challenges. I'm kind of the challenge queen, right? So I said, yes, I want to do something with this. I want to do something with you. Let's do a challenge. And we talked about it. We decided, let's do a challenge. She wanted to do a 90-day challenge. And I think that's awesome because there's so much power to what's called the 90-day push. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's when you do a focused effort on something you want to achieve for 90 days. You do something every day for 90 days. Number one, it does a lot of things. It creates a habit. So there's no more controversy over how many days does it really take to create a habit, because you're going well beyond the 21 or 28 or whatever the saying is, or the current belief of the time that you have to do to create a new habit. You're also focusing on something for a condensed period of time. Anybody can do 90 days. We think, oh my God, I can't do this for 90 days. I can't go on a diet for 90 days. I can't change one of my habits in 90 days. You certainly, totally, and positively can. It actually doesn't take anywhere near 90 days, but by the time you do something for 90 days, it is ingrained. You've figured it out. You've perfected it, and you've created a system for yourself that guarantees your success. I don't know anybody that's done a 90-day push or a 90-day challenge or anything for 90 days in a row that it hasn't changed and positively impacted their life. Now, you can destroy your life in 90 days too, right? You could become an alcoholic or a drug addict in 90 days, but let's take this to the other extreme and let's create what we want in 90 days, not what we don't want. But so I'm doing this 90-day push. We're starting Wednesday. I said yesterday that I would clean my office and set up a new video spot, and I haven't done that yet. I admit it. I got sidetracked like I tend to do. I went and got my nails done. I took my daughter to the airport and her husband, and I did a bunch of things like that. I ran around instead of doing my office. So I'm going to say maybe I'll get to it today. I'd like to get to it today, but I'm not going to guarantee it because I've got some other projects to do. I've got a team that I'm building a funnel for that I want to get done today. I didn't promise I would, but I promised myself I kind of would get that done today as well. And a couple other things that I'm working on. And I want to continue to map out and plan out what I want to do with this 90-day challenge. And I'm not sure yet, but I might actually do a preliminary pre-work kind of video today saying, this is what you need to have in place. This is what you want to think about and have in place before we even start this challenge, and make that available to people so that they have a couple things in place. Because I think whatever platform you're going to do the live challenge on, you probably want to be on that platform already, right? If I'm going to do mine on Facebook Live, because for this 90-day challenge, I think people should do it on whatever platform they want to own. So if I want to own LinkedIn, I'm going to do it on LinkedIn. If I'm not approved for LinkedIn Live, which I'm not, I did apply, but I'm not approved for LinkedIn Live yet. They're rolling it out slowly to like their major platform influencers. And I think probably their premium members first. And I'm not a premium member on LinkedIn. I have 22,000 some followers on LinkedIn, but I'm not a premium member. So I'm sure that really irritates them. But to me, I just started doing LinkedIn last fall, so I don't want to be a premium member on that. I'm not sure that that's my platform yet. I want to test out, is YouTube my platform? Maybe I'm going to figure out YouTube and I'm going to absolutely rock on that. And if it is, then I don't want to be a premium member on LinkedIn. I want to be a premium member on YouTube. So whatever platform you want to use, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, and Facebook is easy because it's free. Anybody can set up a free Facebook account and start doing live videos today or tomorrow, however long it takes to approve and verify your account. But I think that you need to be set up on the platform that you're going to use for the challenge before you get going on the challenge. Or you won't lose a couple days, but you might lose a day because you're not on that platform. Now, since there's a couple billion people on Facebook, I'd say anybody could start the challenge tomorrow on Facebook, right? Or again, LinkedIn I'm not approved for, but I still share my videos every day on LinkedIn. I do a video every day called Supersize Your Business, or it's something to do with growing and building your business. And I do that in the portrait mode with the camera standing up instead of on its side horizontal, because that means I can share that video on Instagram. It doesn't look that great on LinkedIn Live, but guess what? If it's under 10 minutes, I can share it on all kinds of platforms and on my podcast without having to do much about it. So that's kind of the things I'm working on. And obviously I'm a little excited about it because I freaking love challenges. I know how powerful they are in helping me get the results I want in my life. And I've seen time and time again in thousands of people how it helps them to get the results they want as well. I mean, the One Funnel Away challenge, I think they did $1 million in 2 weeks launching that challenge, or over $1 million. And I think that challenge, and I'm not sure because I'm not in the inside scoop of ClickFunnels in terms of financials, but I'm sure they've made tens of millions of dollars off that simple One Funnel Away free challenge. And it's brought, I'm sure, and will bring hundreds of millions of dollars into their platform over time, because that's the purpose of it, is to bring more people and create more customers for their platform. And it's working like gangbusters. It's working so well that they now do it every month. They've been launching and doing that same One Funnel Away challenge every month. I did it the first time on the beta run, and I actually have a program, and I don't know why I'm not promoting it. Probably because I'm doing my own things instead. I am doing this 90-day launch with Heather, and it's a little, I could do it because it's almost automated. All I'd have to do is a weekly coaching call and then an event at the end, which is pretty easy for me. But and maybe I do an event this summer or this fall, and I just funnel everybody through that. But I haven't been doing it because I'm doing my own things. I'm doing my own challenges. I'm creating my own business and my own group of people. And that's what part of what this YouTube challenge is about me finding my voice, creating my voice, becoming the influencer for the people I'm here to speak to. And I think that's the biggest benefit to anybody, is that you find your voice, you find your platform, you find what works for you, and attract the people that you want to work with to you. All right, that's it. That's enough. I will, of course, be with y'all tomorrow. Have an absolutely amazing day. At least I plan to. Take care. Bye.